What's going on? Come on, get down, girls. You too, Patty. Please, get down, Patty.
Audi Pragus Meas, Satana Blasphemy. Audi Pragus Meas, Satana Blasphemy.
Hey gang, Sonny and Uncle Todd here, and tonight we have got a film with the best title, Satan's Cheerleaders. With a title like that, you know this flick has got to be awesome. The cheerleaders, unfortunately, are not played by any known actors, but we do have in the supporting cast, we have John Ireland, who had a career mostly as a Western and tough guy actor. He'd been in My Darling Clementine as one of the Clantons. He'd been in the Gunslinger, the Roger Corman, rather odd Western in which he and Beverly Garland shoot at each other while discussing the problems within their relationship. He was also in Red River, the Howard Hawks classic, The Return of Jesse James, and in Roger Corman's Fast and Furious, which has no connection to the Vin Diesel franchise, except that they both dealt with street racing to a certain extent. We also have Yvonne DiCarlo, who started her career as sort of an exotic femme fatale ingenue. She'd been in films like Desert Hawk, Casbah, Salome, where she danced, and of course played Moses' wife in The Ten Commandments. Most people today know her more as Lily, the wife and mother in The Munsters. Much like the actress who played Morticia, she is forever known with that, and since that show, I was able to rack up not too bad horror film credits. Also, the great character actor Jack Crucian, who appeared in just about every TV show you can think of. He was a semi-regular on the original run of Dragnet. He played one of the few villains that people don't really even remember on Batman. He was Aval Ekdal, Albanian genius, because most people remember more Zelda the Great from that one. So he's like Roger Carmel in that respect. He was on Full House, Columbo as a murder victim. He was just a very busy working actor. Some of his film work includes War of the Worlds, Blueprint for Murder, the original Cape Fear, and the fictitious retelling of a actual event during the film, The Wizard of Oz, Under the Rainbow. The actual event was that the actors cast as the Munchkins ran roughshod over the Rainbow Hotel. In the film, this was just kind of an added subplot over a German spy plot featuring Chevy Chase and Carrie Fisher as the heroes. Also in the cast is Jacqueline Cole. She was a regular of the director, Graydon Clark. You don't think it had anything to do with them being married, do you? but she only worked in his films, except for one Al Adamson film. Some of his other films that she appeared in are Black Shampoo, the blaxploitation version of Shampoo, which also involved gangsters and the hero making a rather Leatherface use of a chainsaw. She was also in Angel's Revenge, which you might have seen on Mystery Science Theater, and the video game extravaganza comedy Joysticks. Well, now we've got that out of the way, let's get to the exciting and scary Satan's Cheerleaders as we open on the beach with a touch football game with some of the football players and the cheerleaders. Okay. But, well, then of course the football coach shows up and gets rather angry at them, but he's a comedy relief character and I'm going to skip it. But then the rival football team and their cheerleaders show up. And it's going to be a rumble on the beach. Will the cheerleaders use their satanic powers to get rid of them? This is not off to a good beginning. I'm wondering if I got the wrong film. This seems more like a teen sex comedy. Oh, but head cheerleader Patty might be having a premonition.
About what?
I don't know. Somehow I just feel like something's going to happen.
It's not much, but it's a start. The next day, more fooling around on the football field, and then there's the janitor, Mr. Brooks, that they treat none too kindly.
What's going on here? What do you think you're doing?
We're having an orgy. What's it to you? Want to join the fun?
Well, I'm going to tell a coach about this.
Yeah, high schoolers never have any respect for the janitor. I include myself in that regard from back when I was in high school. It's too bad. You never know what secrets the janitor is hiding. Anyway, the rival team and cheerleaders show up again for a water balloon fight. This is, of course, again broken up by the football coach, who decides to put these specific players on the bench for the game. Well, head football quarterback is not going to stand for that just because the coach is showing around some people from a university he's hoping to get a job at. So they decide to pull a little revenge.
Fix that super coach. Let's go. I don't understand. The door, I mean, you know, like...
Look who's here.
You gotta understand, the sign on the door.
New players, coach? Is this what you call it? And
The boys
fun?
are, but girls are...
You know, that one college dean didn't seem to be embarrassed. He seemed to be kind of into it. Freaky people everywhere. Well, the girls finally head out for the game in the coach's car. I don't know. I always remember them traveling on the bus with the rest of the team. And then the rivals approach them in their car. And, oh, wait. What's that Mr. Brooks is doing? Brooks is a Satanist. Now we're getting somewhere. The cheerleader's car is non-functional now for some reason. So the cheerleaders get out their pom-poms and, use that old Claudine Colbert version of showing your legs to get a ride from the highway. That's for all you classic film fans. Anyway, who should stop to help them?
You had some trouble with your car, huh? Well, get in, I'll give you a ride.
Oh, good. You better watch it.
He's just a dirty old man. Unlike me, who's a clean old man. Little Beatles joke for you guys out there. Anyhow, he seems to be taking him to the game until he makes a turn off the main road.
What are you doing? This isn't the way to Baker.
I'm just taking a little detour.
Detour? No, we have to go to Baker.
Never mind that. I'm the boss now.
A little full of himself. When most beleaguered people do get the upper hand, they do get to be a bit smug and obnoxious about it. And he just really wants to take advantage of the situation.
I'm gonna take you girls and we're gonna have some fun. And there ain't nothing you can do about it.
You've gone crazy.
Well, he's a really dirty old man. Apparently he's not the only one that's going crazy.
Stop! Stop it! Stop this car instantly!
I can't.
Stop!
Oh my God, I can't.
Wonder what caused that? Wonder if it's that easy to do with that Baphomet statue that's in the middle of this clearing. How odd. For some reason, Patty stripped off her shirt, laid down on the altar, and all this weird stuff started to happen. And when Brooks tried to touch her, something wouldn't let him, which kind of upsets him because, certain things were promised to him.
You promised her to me. She's mine. Mine. She's mine.
He died. Probably have a heart attack, I'm sure. Not forced choking from Baphomet. Well, after Patty comes out of her trance, they check Brooks. No pulse. They head back to his truck, get up back out onto the highway, where they ask some directions from a kindly, helpful little hobo.
I'm working, man. The man stops working to talk. It just isn't good economics, if you know what I mean.
No, I'm sorry, I really don't. Means he wants some bread, right, Pop?
At your service, ladies.
With the giving of cash, our kindly Mr. Carradine directs them to the sheriff, where they go, report what happened. The sheriff says he'll go and take a look. Meanwhile, his wife will make some coffee for them while they wait. And while they're waiting, Patty does something weird again.
Subara Kanto too.
Oh, no, I feel just fine.
What was that?
Oh, I said I was fine.
My question is, how did the sheriff's wife know to use this language? And why Patty? She knows something, or suspects something. Either or. Well, let's get to the sheriff and the scene of the crime.
All right, Billy, you just had a severe shock.
I'm having a little skepticism on Miss Johnson's ability to feel a pulse. Well, Billy is so upset that he didn't get the cheerleader he wanted. He accuses the sheriff of trying to steal it from him. And, well, this happens. Well, eventually, Billy becomes unalive, let's say, and the sheriff tosses him down a ravine.
Geronimo!
Returning, he says he's contacted the state police. When they come, they can take over, but he can't release any of the girls until their parents are contacted and they come to get them. Then he wants to go outside and talk to his wife about something. One of the cheerleaders follows them and overhears him talking about ceremonies, the master, and the sacrifice of a maiden in a blood ritual. Maiden. Maiden can mean a lot of things. I'm not sure what exactly are they saying in this set of circumstances.
It's a virgin, stupid.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. But thank you for clearing that up for me. Anyways, Patty, being a clever one, says she'll distract them while the others can go upstairs and get away, which she does, and they do. But the sheriff gets on to them. But the only one he can grab hold of is Miss Johnson, as the rest scatter. And Miss Johnson, who he is very upset about, decides he's gonna teach this little goody-goody a lesson.
I'm going to teach you a real lesson, teacher.
What are you doing? Please, what are you doing?
Thankfully, they cut away at that point. Anyhow, let's do a bit of a montage on how the rest of the girls fare.
Sheriff, he's trying to kill us. He's the leader of some kind of crazy devil cult.
Now, I'm sure you're mistaken. What sort of cult did you say?
Jesus Christ.
Answer the phone. Hurry up and answer. Oh, my God.
Hello?
What are you doing? Stop it! Stop! What are you doing? Stay away from me! Stay away from me! Stay away! No, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. No. Look, I'll do anything you want. Just try me, please. I'll do anything you want, but please don't hurt me.
No, my dear, not what I want, what he wants.
Apparently, everybody in the surrounding area is part of the Satanist cult. Although I do like the one cheerleader mistaking the first guy for a monk. Anyway, they're all locked in a house outside, along with Patty. The sheriff's wife has some concerns about Patty. She thinks they need to kill her. She could be the one that they were spoken of in the books. Sheriff, being a macho kind of guy, scoffs at her. While this is going on, Patty shows another interesting ability when she takes out the, or I should say she opens the rather easily to escape cabin. But of course there's those two vicious Dobermans that are guarding them. Or, well, supposed to be vicious.
Come on, Chris.
So, we get another big long chase after the sheriff finds that the dogs are locked up in place of the cheerleaders. And so they have a very odd notion of what it means to fan out and search. Yes, fan out, but stay close. Meanwhile, the sheriff's wife has made a rather heartbreaking discovery in their religious text, I guess you could call it. So apparently, Patty is the chosen one. So of course, sheriff's wife will immediately bow down before her as the chosen one, and oh, no, she doesn't do that.
Diablo, Lucifer, go get them all. Kill them all. Go!
Oh, I'm sure that's going to go over well with the master. And just to make sure her plan works, she starts praying to Satana and make sure that those dogs get to kill all of them. Patty actually notices this. She senses it. But luckily, they make it to the Baphomet statue where she can deal with the dogs. Wow. I kind of like those effects there. Oh, what did the dogs do? It's a rather grisly outcome for the sheriff's wife.
Satan, why hast thou forsaken me?
Yeah, we don't need to see all that grisly stuff. Oh, as for the answer to her question, why did he forsake her? I don't know. Maybe it's because you tried to kill the chosen one. Anyways, everybody's recaptured again. And they take them to the monument, altar, putting them in white gowns, of course, you know, ceremony. And then the sheriff has a heck of a time trying to find the maiden.
Is she the unsoiled maiden? Is she the one chosen to be your bride?
Are you kidding, man? I'm no maiden. I've been a cheerleader for 3
His
years.
presence.
Hey, man, I can dig it. That's cool. If your boss man wants me, I'm no one to argue.
Take her away.
Guess he can handle the real thing.
Is she the one? Is she the princess chosen by the Prince of Darkness to be his bride?
Listen, man, I ain't no princess.
Well, I guess that just leaves Patty. And boy, does she have a surprise for him.
For 26 years she remained pure. She awaited her perfect lover. She awaited her moment of glory. She was predestined to be the bride of the ultimate ecstasy. And you destroyed her this very afternoon. There stands the only one among us who remained pure.
Oh, awkward. You just screwed everything up. I'll teach you to keep it in your pants, pal. What's he gonna do? He screwed up the ceremony. What's his punishment going to be?
I am no high priest. Work. And that sound does not come from Satan. It comes from this.
Wait a minute, what? Is this some kind of weird Shyamalan twist? That doesn't make any sense. The praying and the dogs and his wife and bringing Billy back to life and stuff. Go on, show me the rest.
Devil from hell!
Your earthly powers mean nothing. Prepare now for your damnation in hell.
Oh, hoisted on his own petard. Why, what better punishment than to be ritually slain by your betrayed followers? So now Patty is the head of the coven, and I guess they'll all be staying up there for the worshiping. And wait a minute, they're at a game.
Touchdown, 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 touchdown.
No, I have a feeling we're not going to lose any games this year.
So they're using their powers to win football games for their boyfriends. Might as well hear one of their cheers.
We're the fastest, we're the toughest, we're the hardest, we're the roughest. Huskies team is on the run with a bit of the devil in our eyes.
Yeah, okay, I guess. Nice little bit of foreshadowing there at the end. So this is basically an origin story for the Satan cheerleaders. And that's the best use they can of their satanic power. Just for the boys to win football games and continue sleeping with them. And I guess Miss Johnson is a cheerful and naive Satanist now. This is almost a half-good movie. The first half is just full of standard 70s teen comedies, innuendos, and one scene where one of the boyfriends is putting his hand up his girlfriend's shirt while they kiss, and pranks on the coach and such, harassing the janitor, who's a bit of a perv himself, as in one scene, which might have been an influence on Porky's. He spies on the girls in the shower through a little eye hole he's added. And then it makes a sudden shift to supernatural horror that doesn't really add much excitement. It's ostensibly a repetitiveness of capture, escape, capture, escape, capture, escape, until the end when we get that double twist of the maiden was the coach, who the sheriff, in a fit of rage, took away her purity. And then the other twist of the sheriff not really being a high priest in Satandom. The whole thing with Patty, with so many clues thrown out, that one wasn't much of a surprise. Kind of like when in the movie Abigail, where they ruined the surprise with the trailers. This one just kind of ruined any surprise on her eventual identity, almost from the beginning, with her feelings of dread, and then her answering people who spoke to her in, I don't know, Latin or something. And it's a rather disappointing film. I had rather high hopes from the title, Satan's Cheerleaders. And except for a couple of scenes with John Carradine chewing up the scenery there, not much to go on here. I mean, you got a good cast with like Ireland and DiCarlo and Cruchin, but Cruchin's done away with before he really does anything. And Ireland has a few funny moments, just of his sarcasm. But, and DiCarlo's, he's kind of wasted as the worrying priestess. Except for the things with the dogs, where they come up, turn around and go back, and then they attack DiCarlo. And the oops reveal. Not a lot of excitement to be had in this film. It's a bit of a disappointment. Well, I'm sure next week's will be a better film, or at least more eventful. Until then, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and as always, stay after the credits for my favorite scene.
We'll go out there and we'll win this game. Go!
Number 35, Stephen Wagner, re-entering the game.
Oh, damn.
Most likely.